Okay, this is the part 2. I never wanted the video to be too long, so I stopped there. I was talking about the pastor that I never want the video to. I was talking about the pastor that was telling somebody that had HIV and AIDS, make sure you don't marry somebody around me. Instead of him to call the man and say, okay, now that you want to marry, go to HIV and AIDS counseling units. So they will counsel you on how to get married. Do you understand? Because the problem the man was having is beyond him to counsel him. The man need counseling from HIV and AIDS counselors. Do you understand? So what I want to say is that there are so many aspects of what happened. One, there was an allegation that the man, Akwaibom government, the state government now, they said he's a pastor before he became the government, this thing. They said that he's a pastor. So, and sometimes when you have this government or governors that say they are pastors or they embrace the church, then you have a lot of politics in CAN and a lot of politics in PFN. Do you understand? So let me bring out something down. Now, if anybody they make CAN chairman that time, especially, they enter into high politicking because they will always find themselves in government house and all that. So it was alleged that the man wanted to be hosted by CAN, the state CAN, and that he was demanded to pay a certain amount. And he said no, that instead of that, let him use other pastors that accept to work with him to do the crusade. Now, I have this to say, because these are issues emanating from the thing. I've already condemned that the way the man spoke about Akwaebomites is not good. Do you understand? There's hate speech, and there is this stereotype mentality about Akwaibom that the man has encouraged, and it's wrong. We don't encourage, we look for. We don't encourage people to look at certain people the same way because things are changing. Do you understand? So, but then I have this to say. If the man wanted to do the program and he approached the state CAN chairman or for the body to host him, to host the crusade, and they demanded for money, I don't know whether it is a good practice for CAN to demand money from a pastor that want to host a crusade. People should not think that what transpired in the time of Reinhard Bonnke will also be applicable to our local preachers and evangelists. Now, Reinhard Bonnke had a lot of supporters Brehad Bonke had a lot of sponsors, people that were sponsoring his gospel campaign when he was alive. And so anywhere he was going, he doesn't only go with the gospel, he went with money. And whenever he want to engage, anywhere he goes, he want to engage the Christian leaders and association in that place, in that state, or in that country. And he gives them money to plan for the crusade. Do you understand? Now, everybody will not be Reinhard Bonnke. And everybody may not have the same money that Reinhard Bonnke had. Everybody may not have the same support that Reinhard Bonnke was having when he was alive. Take your house and know my house. For any pastor that will be in any state chairman that will be in any state demanding for a preacher, a local preacher, what I mean by a local preacher is our own indigenous preachers who will be coming for a crusade in the state to pay you money. If you are the one going, will you pay? Will you pay the money? Now, if it is the fact that the state chairman of Akwaibom is a rumor, we are not there. If it is, I'm analyzing what I see online here. If it is true that they demanded maybe a fabulous amount from Pastor Yusuf, now I know the name Yusuf, to pay, and the man said, I don't have to pay and I can't pay. The man has the right to organize his crusade with other lawyer-friendly pastors he has in the state. Let me say it categorically. Let me believe that what made the state government to cancel the program was the hate speech and the stereotype mentality speech that was found in the man's speech. Do you understand? But mixing it up with can politics is what is unacceptable. So can all of you chairman in respective states where you are dilly-dallying with the government of the day, be careful so that it don't turn the gospel to a political jamboree. If a pastor is coming to anywhere and that pastor wants to do a crusade under the platform of PFN or CAN and approach them, and they accepted and the terms were agreed by both, then the crusade will be hosted by either that CAN or PFN. But if they could not agree and the man wishes to go ahead with some pastors that are friendly and some pastors that are ready to host him in that state, please, that pastor should be allowed. If any CAN chairman should go and connive with the government of the state because he has the power, because he has the presence, because he's connected to government to go and mess up such crusade, that CAN chairman should know that he's working for the devil. Even if the man coming is you have researched him and is not coming with the right gospel. Do you understand? Maybe you are not sure that that man is preaching the truth. Still, there's freedom of worship in the country. If he has, now I don't believe to the doctrines of Church of Christ. Let me say it now. But if I'm a CAN chairman in a state and Church of Christ want to come and host crusade in the state, I am the state chairman of CAN. I cannot stop them. So if it is discovered that CAN chairman played some game, maybe because they could not agree with the man on the terms and conditions they raised towards hosting him, and the man said, I'm not comfortable with it, the man has the right, apart from all this head speech something and all that, and the man has the right to host his crusade with some pastors who accepted his coming. Please, if this is happening, I don't know. I'm calling upon the president, the state chairman or president of CAN. Please, you give the direction. There is no state chapter chairman that has the right to stop any crusade because their grounds were not, their requests were not met. No CAN chairman has that right. So that some state chairmen that are very closer to government would not overstretch their boundaries. Whatever you are doing with the state government, you can go ahead, but don't tread with the gospel. If a preacher is coming from outside the state and call CAN and say, I want to come, and you people put up conditions that the person will not be able to meet, and the person chooses to boycott you guys and do the crusade with other pastors he might raise, it has been happening now. It's been happening. Even when Benihim want to come to Nigeria, when he approached CAN, and it happened that whether he was deceived by the other people who want to host that crusade, I don't really know what happened. So, but Benihim decided to use some pastors instead of on the platform of CAN. He did the crusade, but there were some controversies and all that. And when he was saying it, and everybody told him, to your own, because you couldn't come through CAN. So whatever they have done to you, whatever they have, in whichever way they have useless the resources you sent and all that, it does not concern CAN because you couldn't come through us. You understand? So there's never been a time that any pastor is stopped in any state to host crusade because he couldn't agree with CAN. And if any CAN state chairman is acting acting like that, please be careful. Be careful. And if some CAN chairman in the states have started giving price bill to people coming to their respective states to hold crusade, be careful. The gospel is not traded, it's not for money. If there are certain things the man wants you people to do that demands money, you calculate it and say, if you are using CAN, there are some cost implicative. We do explain to the man. Now, but if the man allow the rest, say, okay, passing through you people, I think it's costing me much. Let me come in with other ministers and do my crusade. The man should be allowed to do his crusade. But I want to believe in this one because the government, I'm just throwing it as a caution and as warning, but I want to believe that is not the issue here because the government of Akwaibom State has already raised an official statement saying this is why we stop the crusade. We notice some hate speech in content in the man's online message and all that. We saw some stereotype mentality. We saw this and that. And that is even capable of causing some insecurity. Do you understand? Because when the people have seen that, oh, we are being disrespected, we are being dishonored, and we are being painted in a very wrong, they might even attack you if you go there. So it has also a relationship with insecurity. So if the government of the state says that because of this, we would not allow, I have seen the official statement that the crusade was stopped by the government. So the other rumor that this other rumor I said was there, that there were some issue with the man and can, and that there were some money demanded and all that. Please let us tread carefully. State chairmen that are dying with the government, be careful, because the same government that is favoring you today, tomorrow will deny you people. It has happened often and on. Some government will come and be so friendly with the can, PFN, all those things, at another time, then go pour all of on for grant by their action. The only thing that remains static is the gospel. It doesn't change. Any man can change at any time. Therefore, as a state chairman, if you have favor with the government of the day, don't overuse it. Don't overstretch your boundary. Don't feel on top of the world. We are too hungry. Don't feel on top of the world. Don't undo anybody, because you can easily go enter government house and deceive the governor because they have believed you or something of that nature. State can chairmen, especially in areas, in states where the government have brought you people into the government house. I know now, I know what I'm saying. You know, Khan sent me to Israel in 2007. I know what I'm saying. You know, I know what I'm saying. I know I've been an insider. I know what I'm saying. All of you, state can chairmen, maybe because of one favor or the other, the government brought you guys in. You are praying for the government is part of us and all that. Some of you will now begin to use it to undo other pastors. Be careful. You are get powers to yourself. You are not inside government house. Hungry people. Be careful. Protect the gospel. Protect the faith. Protect what we stand for. Go into the world and evangelize. Anybody that is coming anywhere to evangelize and the person is peaceful and the person is not making all this unguided statement and all that, and he wants to do anything in the state, the person should be allowed, whether the person passes through can or not. Let there be no intimidation. Let there be no victimization. Please, that's what I want to say in the second part of this video. And thirdly, the man is claiming that he paid for the venue of that meeting, whether since on September. So, in the spirit of forgiveness, I see the man apologizing. He has been apologizing. Only I don't know whether he's still bending his mouth in the apology. You know, when there are people that have this nature of, they don't know how to talk. Do you understand? It's their nature. But we can't throw them. They say you cannot throw the bathing water and the child. All human beings are not the same. The way I can talk well now, it's not the same way my younger sister that is from the same mother with me can talk well. We have our individual differences, but the point is that I have seen the man apologizing to the people of Akwaibom State and the government of Akwaibom State. So please, I pray that those apologies be accepted. Don't even look at the manner and everything, because if we do not forgive, God will not. Governor Eno, forgive the man. And please tell your people to forgive the man. A lot of things are happening in this country. I'll be reading comments online. I will see people writing, Igbos cannot rule this country. Do you know the type of, when an Igbo man reads that very write-up, or hear somebody saying that, do you know the kind of damage it does to the brain? Igbos can't rule this country. And some people are saying and writing in the comment section on Facebook, everywhere, Igbos cannot rule this country. Why? So, Akwaibom, you are not alone in this. So, we the Igbos are having our own shares too. So, at the end of the day, I am saying, let us leave all this hate speech. And let us leave all this stereotype mentality about people. Let's leave it. Let love lead. And then, Governor Eno, an important matter was raised in that very talk, which is how the allocation, big chunk of allocation gotten by yearly, what is it, yearly or monthly by Akwaibom? Are you utilizing it? Are you people looking into all these areas? We want it to stop. When somebody want to look for a house help, they say, go and look for, govt check at Akwaibom. We want it to stop. The government can stop it. We want it to stop. It can stop if the resources are utilized to develop the state and to develop the citizens, the children. If companies are built there, if you people can attest, Governor Eno, you are a pastor, I would want you to also emphasize on all the children of Akwaibom State going to school. Anyone you catch that is doing house help is not going to school, either in Akwaibom or in other greater center, they report to you, deal with the parents. Nobody should go and stay in one place and be giving birth to 10 children. You go and destroy, and the children will be suffering here and there. People are dehumanizing them. I appreciate the current Senate president. When he was there, he handled that matter. And let no other successive government forget it. Don't let us not deceive ourselves. All is well. This is it. Intensify that champion that cause as well. Make sure that all the children that are supposed to be in school in Akwaibom, they are in school. Let there be empowerment programs and all that to empower the citizens of the state. So that anybody that's looking for house help should go to his own village, go to his own kindred, and pick somebody that will help them, not going to another place. And when you bring such people, you begin to dehumanize them. They will carry one akara 500 naira and walk out the whole city of the state. So please, I'm using this opportunity to call on the government of Akwa. Now that this thing is an issue of discourse, because I knew quite well that Oga that is in the Senate now, the man really saw it. This is what people are thinking about us. This is the people are having stereotype mentality about us like this now. That is an Akwaibom that they come to pick herself. That it is, and the man handled it. The man began to say, no, it cannot happen. He began to force parents, put your children in schools. And he announced it. Anybody, know any child that is not going to school or is doing half-step, report. And when you clean your debt, nobody will see it outside. The man is saying that enough money is coming to that state to improve the lives of the Akwaibomites. And pick that as a message from that man. Other things he said that are not good, we're already on him, and he's already apologizing. Please, the people of Akwaibom, take it upon yourself to forgive him. I'm adding my own apology to his own apology, because I sense that it's only the man doesn't know how to talk, but he has a good intention for the state. Please forgive him. And then the things should be taken care of. Let it be taken care of. And they can't stuff. Make on a tread with caution.